Hello there, I'm Wary C, and today I'll be playing Us Lovely Corpses. I've heard lots of good things about this, so let's jump right in. Ooh, all of my favorite things. Oops. Oh well. Oh. Oh, I need to click. Oh well, I guess you will be dealing with the mouse in this video then. An intent. I'll skip it. I'm fine. The monster knows you are here. It will do the best to make you leave. As such, the game will occasionally do startling and unexpected things. Oh, that's cool. Are you prepared? Yes. I am prepared, of course. As far as anyone could tell, the Flores family had not committed any mortal sin. Oh, hello there, music. I will turn that down. Ah! Okay, that's much better. No fairy complained of improper etiquette. No witch reported anything missing from the garden. No one had been insulted, injured, or otherwise aggrieved. But that didn't stop a monster from showing up for their daughter one day. It was quiet, painless, and swift. The monster left nothing but a mark on the girl, and a promise to hang over her head. I will return for you one day, little miss. This is pretty. I will not take your life, nor will I harm your body. Ooh. But I will never leave you. I like that. Oh, I like this a lot. Woohoo! I keep forgetting I need to click. Dang, I just got here. I got here just in time. It's really starting to come down hard. As I do my best to outrun the splatter of raindrops on the pavement, the familiar shock of pink walls emerges from behind the treetops. It feels a little bit like being greeted by a friend. The Flores house is an old money house. I mean, it's clearly a money house, at least. Anyone could puzzle out that a place of this size has to come with a serious price tag. It's really classy too, with a porch and pillars and everything. Victorian, I think. Gothic revival? Look, I'm a witch, not a real estate agent. I like her, she's sassy. My point is, it's a really nice house. Even with all the creepy death vines and the monster in the attic. Well, let's clock in. Alejandra de Rosa. Ooh, that's a pretty name. The Flores family always has at least 2 housekeepers employed, but they've got a bad record, vis-a-vis keeping them around for long. As such, it's not a surprise to see an unfamiliar face open the door. Oh, thank God! You're the De Rosa girl, right? The assistant? They told me about you. Where's the witch? Well, you're looking at her. The witch that I work with. She's my grandma, and she's preoccupied with other business today. So this is my first solo job. The housekeeper's eye casually twitches. You're the witch. How old are you? 18? 19? Is that a problem? No, not at all. It's completely fine. Why on earth should I be worried? 'Cause I woke up to a real-life horror movie this morning. Just because half the house has been taken over by those horrible things. Oh, she's complaining like shit. Just because I've been working at this house for a week and out of nowhere a little monster appears and abducted my employer's daughter and God knows what's happened to her. and God knows what'll happen to me. But no, it's fine. Why not send a child to help us? A child on her first solo job. Sure, why not? Wouldn't want to break the streak we've got going on today. After all, I just love being suddenly shunted to a nightmare world where logic is gone and murderous vines have replaced it. I love hearing my superior respond to a rose whispered to me about dead animals with, "Oh, that's normal." I love terror. I love being in hell. Can't wait for Satan to jump up my ass and tap dance. I swear to whatever god might still be up there, if one more thing happens under this roof, I'm going to... Betty. Andrea puts a hand on the woman's shoulder, and within an instant she's quiet and pale. Take a deep breath. A monster. A literal monster. I thought everyone was being sarcastic. I know, hon. Why don't you go sit down for a while? This was just supposed to be extra money for the boat. Betty staggers like a fawn over to a nearby chair. After a moment, she drops onto it bonelessly. I hear a faint noise like the boat drift down the hall. Sorry about, all that. Hey, don't sweat it. I love being casually insulted to my face. I love when people don't take me seriously because of my age. It's super great. Be nice. She's a newbie. I thought all the talk about the Flores monster was just a joke, huh? She's not the first. Andrea's the one housekeeper who stuck around the Flores family the longest, so all of this is old hat to her. She's probably more annoyed by Betty's theatrics than the monster kidnapping her ward, but she's also too soft-hearted to tell the other woman to get a grip. I guess in a way we're co-workers, but more than anything, we're friends. So, how have you been? Oh, you know, same as usual. Exhausted. Aren't we all? So what, we're looking at a typical case? Vines have overtaken the attic, and the second floor completely. The most affected areas were all the usual ones. Office, bathroom, reading room, her bedroom too. The Mr. and Mrs. gone since Monday. They're on a trip to South Padre. We haven't actually told them yet. And Marisol and you-know-who, they're in the usual place. Yeah. Righto? Well, if that's everything, I think I'll get to work. No point in putting it off any longer. You're sure you'll be okay on your own? Andrea, remember what I said literally 2 minutes ago about people not taking me seriously? Alex, it's not your age. It's your first time doing this alone, and you know how those roses can get. You know how the monster can get. It's a little nerve-wracking. But Marisol is my friend. And who's going to help her if it's not me? I mean, there are other witches in the area. No. I want to do this. For every princess captured by a ferocious beast, there's gotta be a dashing knight, you know? Ooh, you get it, Alejandra! Dashing knight, what happened to being a witch? I'm a woman of many talents. I'm not screaming. It is 3:38 in the morning. My parents are asleep upstairs. I'm not screaming. It, under the door. We follow her pointer finger to the far end of the hall, at the door that leads to the staircase. This hallway is the unofficial safe zone of the house. The Roses never come in here. At least, me and Lella have always arrived before they started invading. But now... It slinks and twitches its way across the floor. The petals begin to fan out. Do something! Stay back. With a quick flip of latches, I open my briefcase. Lella's trimmers fit comfortably in the palm of my hand. All right, let's... And abruptly, it's face to face with me. I'm just gonna pause for a second. The art in this is so cute. Oh, I love the roses. I love how Alex looks as well. Like, the character design is really, really nice. Okay, let's keep going. And the rose, as roses tend to do, opens its mouth. Ah, there's the music again. Another day, another corpse waiting to happen. You've come here so many times, swaggering in the face of death. Should one applaud your bravado or your brainlessness? For your information. But now, you walk in here alone. A girl turned a young lady before all our eyes. Surely you know it'll only get harder from here on out. This is your warning. You should leave this place and never look back. No. I mean, I'm not leaving until I help Marisol, and I'm not until I get rid of you. What? That's it? You don't want to do more of this? I thought you loved your formula. Why do you suddenly want to skip all the foreplay? Alex. Why is she talking through Rose? Does it eat her? No, it's letting her talk. It does this all the time. Marisol, listen, just hang tight. I'm gonna be heading up pretty soon. Alejandra, listen to me. Do not come up here. Tell Andrea that she and the other one are fired. I want you all to get out of this house, right now, and never come back. Mari, I don't know why it's making me say this, but it's not making me say anything, Alex. I'm telling you, of my own free will, to go. Marisol, you know I have to. No, you don't, I'm telling you. I'm giving you your permission to leave. Do you really think I'm just going to let you die? Marisol, you know what'll happen if it stays too long. Leaving you like this is just as good as killing you. The petals of the rose gently retract and expand. It almost looks like a beating heart. Fine by me. What's a snick? Snicker snack? It takes barely a flick of my wrist to drop the tendril on the floor. The rose's teeth are still now, hidden under its petals. I lift it up gently and place it in my briefcase. The rest of the vine is already dissolving into ash. The door opens without resistance. In the living room, the kitchen, I could see a couple of wayward vines have started to creep in, but none with roses. They'll dissolve on their own once the monster leaves. I have bigger problems to worry about upstairs. Holler if you need anything. For God's sake, be careful. The stairs creak familiarly under my feet. You should have listened to her. The voice is familiar too. It never stops being unnerving, hearing it come out of multiple throats. What is it about you and the word no, little witch? You realize you don't have your grandmother's shadow to hide in anymore, don't you? That was probably the one kindness that girl has ever given you, and you threw it away. You think that's the only time Marisol's been nice to me? For a gal who's been bugging a girl in her entire life, you don't know a damn thing about her. The voice goes silent a moment. You'd think that sassing it would just be asking for trouble, but believe it or not, it helps. There won't be anything standing between us when you come to the attic. My thorns will open your pretty skin and leave you nothing but a heap of twitching flesh. You'll feel the agony of 1,000 deaths before you even die. Cool. Hey, hold still. I clip the roses as I ascend the staircase, catching each one and depositing them into my briefcase. But the last one makes me pause at the top of the staircase. What's this you've got in your teeth? It's a page of notebook paper, wrinkled and crisp from age and numerous folding. It's familiar. Okay, so this is probably quite important. Oh, jeez. Where'd you find this? My nervous handwriting, a ghost of a hand scribbling in a frantic attempt to keep up with my grandmother's instructions. my frankly embarrassing attempt at spelling lavender. Too many A's, not enough E's. Oh dear. When I was 13, I thought confronting Marisol's monster would be my greatest accomplishment as a witch. I wasn't actually sure we'd make it back alive, despite Lella's constant reassurances. I wonder what my younger self would think of me now, having climbed those stairs more times than I can count. My greatest accomplishment, now a regular house visit. You don't have that woman with you anymore. It wouldn't be sporting if I didn't allow you extra help. Awesome, thanks. I nipped the rose with a little more force than necessary. So the attic, huh? The attic has a pull-down staircase. It's currently covered with vines, but those are actually the least of my worries right now. The hatch has locks, 3 to be precise, and they all look pretty secure. Hey Bucko, where are the keys? It doesn't reply. In 6 years of doing this, it's never once given us the keys when we ask. Somehow, it's just become routine, and routine has historically been pretty comforting. But the routine typically follows with the monster explaining where the keys are. A grandiose villain's speech, as if we hadn't heard it 1,000 times. Today, it's silent, not even an evil chuckle. You're different today. For a monster, you're seriously losing your bite. It says nothing. Lella always said that if there's one thing monsters love, it's their formula. It's why you always come back and hide in the attic with Marisol, and why we always go through the same lines. Dastardly fiend, let that poor girl go. Ha ha ha, as if I would, you witches are so pathetic. I'll toy with you some more. Let's play a little game, if you can find the 3 keys hidden somewhere on this floor. Something, time limit, clues, whatever. But now all of a sudden, you're too bored to go through with it. Honestly, what's the point of going to save a beautiful princess if we don't get to be a little dramatic about it? You can't save her. Fine, whatever. I need to clean up the roses in the other rooms anyway. I'll play your doofy little game, like always, do some gardening, like always, and I'll be back with the keys before you can say Citizen Kane. Witch. Its voice comes from behind the attic door. I'll warn you one more time. This is your final chance to turn back. I shrug and start towards the reading room. I follow the vines and the scent of roses. It's a nice smell, but it has a tendency to become cloying the more time passes. Lella used to get headaches sometimes, but weirdly enough, I seem to be able to endure it better than her. My first stop is the reading room. Andrea had said it was one of the most effective places, and sure enough, I see quite a bit of roses. Let's see. Roses first, then we'll get to looking for those keys. It'd be nice to have a reading room, I think. I always kind of envied Marisol for it, even though I usually only ever see it when it's being choked with vines. I gently run my finger down one as I look into the room. It's warm to the touch. Alright, who's up first? There's a tall bookcase packed to the brim with books of all kinds. From the topmost shelf sprouts a single red rose. Oh no, no skipping. I wonder if there's a way to pick that back up. Because I know there were instructions on that piece of paper. I didn't look at them too closely, but I can't remember what it said about red. Passion or anger, was it? One of them was crossed. Can't remember which one. May as well listen. A pigeon crushed paper, thin on the road. Wings somehow spared, still spread, staining the slag. Dead tendons. below it, the books are slightly askew, as if one of their number is missing. From a gap sprouts a single lavender rose. The witch had come to battle me many times before, but this was the first time she brought a partner. A girl with a fluffy head and a permanent smile, no older than my ward. She was frightened to see my face. I could tell that much from her tiny fingers clutching her notebook tight. But even as her grin went tight with false bravado, I could see the pride in her gaze, watching her grandmother get to work. And as I retreated, I threw one last glance over my shoulder. My name is Alex. I'm here to save you. I memorized her face and name, knowing she would one day become my enemy too. I outlined her features in my mind with animosity, and yet somehow it also felt like fondness. Snip, snip, snip. I cut it loose. I really, really like this. The roses are so cool. There's a single comfortable armchair begging someone to curl up in it. From the seat sprouts a single yellow rose. Now, yellow was friendship or jealousy, and it said not to listen to too many. So I'm gonna listen to this one. She loved reading. She still loves reading. The beautiful words, the beautiful worlds. It would make her forget, just for a little while, the curse that hung over her head like a sword. You read so much, said the little witch. Why don't you tell me about the stuff you read? She shook her head, her clumsy tongue faulting, failing, tripping over syllables and second thoughts. It would be a mockery to the lovingly crafted books. Well then, how am I supposed to know why you like them so much? Because they make me forget how much I can't do. They make me forget the person I am in this world. That's so silly, the little witch doubled over in laughter. You can do anything as long as you work hard and believe in yourself. It's hard for me too, but I just had to give it a try. I'm sure you could go to school and be happy and be normal if you just tried a little harder. Because it's that easy. Because she had never, ever once thought of that before. Because if it's so easy for you, I can do it too. Even though you're so much better than me, and everyone except you can see it. No. So this is definitely friendship and jealousy. Or is it jealousy of friends? In that moment, she wished she had never met the little witch. Snip, snip, snip. I cut it loose. Can't remember at all what it said for blue. There's a stack of books on the floor by the armchair's feet. They seem to be from a series about animals aimed towards younger readers. From the topmost one sprouts a single blue rose. Read the rose or listen first? Listen first. I once read a book about birds. There was a chapter all about cuckoos. Cuckoos, the book said, are the gangsters of the animal kingdom. They look for magpies who have recently just laid eggs, take an egg out of the nest and replace it with one of their own. The magpies are forced to take care of the cuckoo chick, which eats far more than the rest of the chicks combined, so much so that these chicks simply starve to death. The books depicted the cuckoo chick as a grotesque monster, half of its body taken up by an eternally gaping mouth, screaming at the poor magpies. I hated that picture. I used to think cuckoo chicks were the most evil and despicable creatures on earth. But how is it the chick's fault? It never asked to be laid in a nest too small for it. It never asked to have a voice that cried louder and longer than its brethren. It was dropped into a world that never expected it to exist. But instead of trying to make the nest bigger, or giving its parents enough food for all the chicks, everyone just blamed it for having a body that couldn't fit into the nest it never asked for. God. Why couldn't you have made me a magpie? Hello? I snip, 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 and slowly, the vines begin to dissolve. eyes, I notice a couple of books left on the side table. A dictionary and bird watcher's field guide. A book of words and a book of birds. I feel like the universe is telling me something important. Should I look at one of these books? I feel a lump of metal before I see it. Oh, I found one of the keys! A familiar bronze key is taped to the page, right on the top of the entry for magpie. 1 out of 3 keys found. Feels like the very air of the house shudders. Out of the corner of my eye, I think I see some vines undulating, but nothing happens. Getting a better look of a cluster of vines by the wall, I notice that a lot of them are feeding into a door right off the reading room. Mr. Flores' office. That was another room Andrea mentioned, right? I don't really remember what Mr. Flores does. He's a specific doctor of some form. Has a title with a long, complicated name. There's no syringes or anything in his office though. It's mostly papers and files. Must be a complicated job. There's some paintings on the wall, but they're mostly covered in vines right now. Within a smaller space, the smell of roses is growing overpowering. I gotta get going. There are 3 paintings on the wall, from the white space between 2 of them sprouts a pink rose. I returned to a grey December afternoon, when the air was cold and biting. I enjoyed the winter, day of cloud-quilted skies and no sun. There was passing, and her skin grew colder and colder. Would today be the day? But then, all of a sudden, the room was warm. I told you we'd be back. She didn't know what to say after I was banished, but the little witch took her hand. She led her downstairs, and her grandmother fixed them a drink, thick and creamy, flavoured with cinnamon. I do not know how to say that. And it warmed her stomach. The little witch asked her about the things she liked. She listened to her like she was the most fascinating person in the world. She told her about school and monsters and learning to be a witch, and it warmed her chest. Somewhere in another room, her parents and the little witch's grandmother were talking in low, solemn voices. But at that moment, the world was just her kitchen, the kitchen and the little witch and their warm drinks, and the pale white sky outside. Snip, snip, snip. I cut it loose. There's a desk covered in scattered papers. A small book sits on the desk. From cover sprouts a single red rose. Blood's fine, I think. A kitten's ribcage opens like a present on Bull Street. The head was perfectly intact and perfectly cute. Some clods Prius had turned everything from the neck down into a nightmare. Is it arrogant to think people look at me in the same way? An adorable tragedy. Every time Mum brings me somewhere, her friends smile at me like someone in the family just died. It's the most infuriating thing. It'd feel better if people were actually honest about how disgusting it was to look at me. Snip, snip, snip. I cut it loose. So yeah, I get what it means by, what was it? Passion and anger. Yeah. On the desk sits a computer. From the keyboard sprouts a single blue rose. Do you know what I see when I look at you? I see a recluse. I'm sorry. The only time you leave your room is when you go to school, and you certainly aren't making any friends there. I'm sorry. I know your condition is hard to deal with, but God, if you could just try. I am trying. Why won't you say anything? Do you hate me that much? I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. People are talking. They probably think we mistreat you. Why can't you ever think about how this affects us? I'm sorry. Marisol, God, don't cry. I'm only telling you this because we want to help you. We don't know how you're feeling. We only know what we see, and in my eyes, you're the loneliest any keys in here. There's a number of places it could be in here, but for some reason I feel like it's looking at the paintings. I also remember a suspicious looking book being on Mr. Flores' desk. I'm gonna look at the book first. The key was in the book last time. Maybe that's the theme for today. I look at the book. It says, "What to do when your child breaks your heart." It looks like it's dog-eared. Oof, jeez. Let's look somewhere else. What should I look at now? Paintings it is. 3 paintings. Which one should I look at? I think it's gonna be the portrait, so I'm gonna look at the others first. It's an older painting. The girl is surrounded by flowers, and her palms float to the surface in little cups. It seems dreamlike and peaceful, but it makes me feel uneasy for some reason. Is there something off about this painting? Seem lifeless. Pretty sure this is like a painting of Ophelia, that Shakespeare play. Pretty sure she is dead, actually. Yeah, Hamlet. Hamlet's what I'm thinking of. Too familiar. I don't like it. That's rosemary. That's for remembrance. And there's pansies. That's for thoughts. And M for murder. And waiting. Forgot it. Billy Crystal. Note to self. Joking plus nervous just equals bad jokes. Rethink my actions. It's a vast yellow field under a dark blue sky. A murder of crows flies overhead. The texture of the paint is interesting. It makes it feel like the painting, like it's moving before my eyes. But somehow it seems ominous. Is there something off about the painting? Wheat. Is it wheat? I thought it might be corn. It looks really tall. If you lay down in it, nobody would be able to see you. And then, if one of those big thrushes came. Anyways, the sky looks like it's getting real dark real fast. It looks like a bad omen. Or rain. It could be rain. Crows. 40, 41, 42. I'm not a big fan of counting crows, but they produce some pretty good numbers. God, there isn't even anyone here, and I feel like I should apologize for that one. Okay. Portrait of who? Oh, there we go. It's a portrait he commissioned for Marisol's 18th birthday. It's kind of a weird style compared to the other paintings, but at least the artist captured Marisol's hair. So that's Marisol then. She's pretty. Her eyes rather. Her eye stares directly out at the viewer. I always did think her gaze was intense. Is there something off about the painting? It didn't mention a show, so I think it's not that one. A slightly oversized white button-down dress shirt. I mean, I can't really see it, but I assume that's what she's wearing. It's almost always what she's wearing if she doesn't have to go out. I assume for the portrait, they actually got her to wear pants with it. Don't get me wrong, I'm totally a fan of her not wearing pants. Ooh, it's getting steamy in here. I mean, I don't mind. Like, it's her house. She can go with her pants if she wants to. I don't remember where I was going with this. It's a button down. She looks right in it, as always. In case you hadn't noticed, this is very, very gay, and I'm absolutely here for that. Yeah, I really like how it looks in this painting. obviously it's more than it's gorgeous. It looks fine. It's an eye, and yep, just an ordinary eye. Wait, her eye stares straight at the wall, or at the wall opposite the painting. Hey, there's something on the wall opposite the painting. Here we go. Oh man, can't believe I overlooked that. It would have been so embarrassing if I missed that one. Oh, I don't like that. Music suddenly stopped. The bathroom is pitch black when I arrive. Vines are leading into it, but I don't smell roses. I smell something like meat. I turn on the light. Oh no. Woof. Well, gang, I must say, I'm not a fan of anything that's happening in this room. But cleaning the bathroom's always the worst chore, am I right? Tough crowd. What, do roses not have a sense of humour? Oh, we have great senses of humour. You just aren't very funny. Okay, great, awesome. Let's just get to it. Okay. So Rose is the really pissed off about things that are happening and passionate about one. So let's listen to that. I liked going on walks with my parents. Those were some of the better times. In summer, where we could see the yellow flicker of the fireflies. In the evenings, in the autumn, when the sky was pale and the air was cool. Those walks made me feel like I was a normal person. I don't want you wearing those shorts. What? My thoughts exactly. They're so long. Of course, I knew that. I liked them because they were long. As far as back as I can remember, I hated my big thick thighs. It was such a relief when I saw that the gym shorts they gave us at school fell almost to my knee. You really shouldn't be wearing shorts like those. What does it matter that they're long? You're a young lady. Mom, what are you talking about? They make you look like a woman who likes other women. Oh. Well, fuck you, Mom. Like that. Okay. I walked back to my room and dug out the tiniest, most awkward pair of shorts I found. I hadn't worn them since last year. Every second of every minute of that walk, I felt my legs being squeezed like meat. But at least I didn't look like a woman who likes other women. I only go on walks by myself. Jeez. The toilet seat is covered by a patchwork of vines. From the middle of the brambles was a single yellow rose. That's what I need to watch out for if there's too many, I think. You with your soft, fluffy hair. Oh yeah, 'cause jealousy. You with your cute little cartoon character eyes. You with your long, slender legs and your curvy chest and your perfect, sleek little waist. You turned to me and said, "Do I look fat in this?" Alex, I love you, but sometimes I swear I could just smack you. That does it. I throw my shears down on the floor. It's so damn awful being my friend, then I'll save you the fucking trouble. Betty and Andrea's questions blur into meaningless noise as I storm past them. I make sure to slam the door behind me as hard as I can. I swear the long walk home as raindrops begin to pepper my mind. I try to ignore the tears. I don't look back once. I should probably have figured out how to load, or at least how to save my game beforehand. Well, I'm just gonna pause the recording for a minute and get back to where I was. Okay, back at this part, looking at this again, which I've just noted down. Pink is affection. Lavender is love at first sight, which is adorable because it described when Marisol first met Alex. Gay is strong with this one. Well, and I was right on the ones that I remembered. Dark pink is gratitude. I don't think we've seen dark pink yet. but we've seen just regular pink, which was affection. Blue was an impossible dream. And black and white seem to be the ones that you do not want to listen to under any circumstances. But I wonder what white actually is. White seems to be the very worst one. Well, pausing again. Okay, back to where we were. The toilet seat is covered by a patchwork of yeah, we've read this. Okay, so do not listen to the yellow ones. Hold on. I should save instead of being in mono. On top of the toilet's tank sits a razor. From the razor starts a single black rose. Yeah, let's listen to death. At 15 years old, I realise I hate shaving. My razor uses too many blades. 3 blades for smooth skin and a close cut. We throw in an extra blade free. Close cut, 2 blades too close. It'd be so easy. Coward. You say you want it. You have coward. A pair of slash wrists for the price of one. Small enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Special packaging for easy storage. Not even a coward. Intentional. Jesus. Hey, how dare you go on looking like that? How dare you force them to look at you? Your legs, your arms, your stomach. Oh God, I don't like this. Coward. Just looking at you makes me sick. Coward. Just looking at you makes me sick. Coward. Ooh. I read it in a book. They check the wrists. They won't check the inner thighs. Only half a coward now, for half the price. Oh, Jesus. I cut the rose. Oof, damn. Okay, so this is the dark pink. This is gratitude. The mirror is cracked. From the centre of the crack sprouts a single dark pink rose. Okay then. One day before I left, I waited at the window. Saw the little witch pat her trembling shoulder. It's okay now. Little witch smoothed the hair out of her face, and for a moment she left her fingers between the yellow locks. It's really pretty. She lifted her head. Huh? Your hair is so pretty. It's like gold. It's like you've got supermodel hair, you know. She stared at the little witch. She who had spent so much time looking into hers. She with coastly patchwork scars between her legs. She stared at the little witch. Hey, why are you crying? Even though I took care of all the roses, the vines are still strewn around the room. God, fine, okay. I know where the freaking key is. Examine corpse. Okay, that's all we can do. It's not a corpse, it's hamburger meat, obviously. A wig, a shirt, a bit of creativity imposing. The monster's done this bit a million times, and it stopped scaring me years ago. Well, good thing I brought gloves. Haha, sure do I love being a witch gang. I know you're all in my briefcase now, but I suddenly feel like talking really loudly, totally unrelated to any meat sounds that might now be happening. My hand closed around something, but this doesn't feel like a key at all. This is based on Marisol's descriptions of her more irritable episodes. I am now almost positive her previous diagnosis was inaccurate, or at least only partially correct. Combined episodes of depression and hypomania most likely point specifically to bipolar II disorder. Proper treatment for patients with bipolar II is of the utmost importance. Furthermore, bipolar disorder is a condition that can heavily exacerbate ocular rosacea? Besides restarting regular therapy sessions, getting a prescription of mood stabilizers as soon as blank blank will be vital. I'm going to recommend something colleague of mine. Son of a gun, you actually managed to do something unexpected after all these years. The vines creak as they retreat from the bathroom, and somehow it sounds more like laughter than anything. If the key isn't in here, there's only one more room it could be in. God, I hope no one's expecting me to clean this up. Her room is a bit smaller than what you might expect, and surprisingly plain at first glance. A desk, a bed, a closet, 2 small bookshelves. The windows are cracked open, letting in the faint melody of raindrops and the scent of warm earth. It mingles nicely with the smell of roses. I'm gonna save again. Because this is Death Rose. From behind the highest shelf sprouts a single black rose. Baby won't stop crying, the baby won't stop crying, the baby won't stop crying. Your sister only visits a few times a year, and you honestly can't spend a little more time out of your room. I'm sorry, I just wanted to get away from the noise a little. Why won't it stop crying? Why won't it shut up? For God's sake, Marisol, it's a baby. You don't think you weren't the same way? That's literally not the point at all. How can you not see the point? Fine, I guess I can't do anything if you want to be selfish. Wow, rude. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. You think bad people have a responsibility to protect other people from themselves? Honestly, I think so. I can't fix myself. No one can. Not even Donna De Rosa. Not even Alex. Not even magic can help me. If I stay away from people as much as I can, I won't be able to hurt them. It's probably better this way. Alex, I'm sorry. Monster laughed above my head. I cut the rose. Ah, now this is the white one. I'm saving Jen. This is the white one. The danger, do not listen at any cost one. The white rose parts its lips, and in the silkiest, most honey-sweet voice I've ever heard, it sings. Oh. Press the... No. It sings. Sometimes I just hate you. Ooh. The woman named Alejandra de Rosa is dropping her shears. The woman named Alejandra de Rosa is staggering in place as if her legs cannot bear the weight of the words she's just heard. The woman named Alejandra de Rosa is barreling out of the room. The woman named Alejandra de Rosa is running down the stairs. Oof, really getting the repetition in on this one. The woman named Alejandra de Rosa is barging out of the house. The woman named Alejandra de Rosa is running, the cold chill of the rain like needles on her skin. Is running. Oh. Well then. Rude. There we go. And prune the rose. Hold on. White roses are emblems of purity. That's why they're so dangerous. Lella told me once that humans have no completely pure emotions. We're strange and jumbled creatures whose feelings are always shifting, being mixed and muddled with other feelings. That's why we sometimes say terrible things in a moment of anger. In that instant, your heart is tricked into thinking the anger is all you've ever been. But even if you hurt someone with your words, you always have the chance to apologize. You can explain yourself and do the best to fix the damage. But a white rose takes your words and makes them pure. It pulls out all your tangled feelings and reasons and wraps your statement into a truly pure, untainted emotion. It makes your words turn into blades that strike straight to the heart. It turns them into words that can never, ever be taken back. Ooh. A statement of pure despair, a statement of true anger, a statement of true hatred. Many people have taken their lives after listening to the words of a white rose. I take the flower and gently place it in my briefcase. Well, here's affection. Ooh. There's a dip in the mattress big enough for a body. It's still warm. In the center is a pink rose. You're being quiet. Is something wrong? Marisol, what? Do I have something on my face? Besides my hair, I mean. Why did you come up today? Did anyone hear that? That's my dog. My dog just rolled around in her bed. Hello. Hello, Rosie. Hi. Why did you come today? Well, you said you wanted to go to the movies today, right? But that was before yesterday when you... But what? Because of the monster. Marisol, it's gonna take more than that too. Alex, I yelled at you. I called your grandmother up. Mari, you kept your mouth in a passive smile, but your gaze was firm. Marisol, listen. It's okay. You were stressed yesterday, and you said some things you didn't mean. It happened to the best of us. Not to you. Lella already forgave you. Look, honestly, I think she thought it was kind of funny. So it's all okay, okay? You don't have to beat yourself over it. I think it's getting worse. The monster? No, It's making me worse, like, angrier, meaner. I don't know. I'm getting scared of myself. Alex, oh my gosh, Marisol, are you really going to ask me if I'm scared of you? Marisol, I'm literally a witch. Witch in training. Whatever. My point is, if anything, you should be scared of me. You know, there's rumors about me and my grandma around town, right? They think we sacrifice cats to the devil and use bone magic. What the hell is bone magic? I wish any of my magic was half as metal as that sounded. I laughed. So you're saying I should listen to rumors? Absolutely. I'm super creepy and weird, according to them. I managed to laugh again. You're the furthest thing from creepy. You're so cool and brave. Oh my god, like you aren't brave with all that you go through? That's not bravery. Not a moment of that is bravery. Nope, sorry. Declaring it is... I'm declaring it a fact right now. No, come on. Attention world, Marisol Flores is officially super brave. It is approximately good trait number a billion of her many good traits. And oh my god, I just realized something. Both of their names are puns. Marisol Flores. Flores, Spanish for flower. De Rosa. Oh my god. Oh my god, literally what good traits. Wait, no. Oh my god, don't answer that. Marisol Flores is A, super brave. B, super smart. C, a great listener. Lord D, says really interesting things. E, smells like flowers. F, okay, oh my god. Let's go to the freaking movies. Honestly, hanging out with me like this, you must have a death wish. Yep, a very cute death wish. Oh god, it's so flirty, I love it. Snip, 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 I cut the rose. On her dresser sits a brightly coloured box, tied with a cheery ribbon. From the ribbon sprouts a single red rose. God, I don't deserve to call myself your friend. Hey, your hands are so warm around mine. Shut up. I really don't. It's just getting worse. And now, Marisol, it's literally not a big deal. It's okay. Why do you keep... And I jerk my hands out of yours. Why do you keep telling me it's okay? You're the one who... And I finally fall to my knees, sobbing. You drop with me, and I hate it. I hate being held with those arms. I hate that I'm not noble enough to push you away. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself and you hold me anyways. Distantly, I'm aware of the vines making noises of retreat. The box has a label on it, just one word: Alejandra. It's a book. It has a long title that I've never heard of before, but I love it already. And there's a card. You really shouldn't be reading this right now. Well, in any case, congratulations, Alex. I know you've been waiting to become a witch your entire life. For what it's worth, I've always considered you the best witch in the world. I'm sorry I couldn't give this to you the day it became official. I'm sorry I do so many things worth apologizing for. Alex, thank you so much for being my friend all these years. I really can't thank you enough. I really appreciate your friendship. I really love you. Alex, if I haven't told you already, I want you to leave. If you're reading this, you're probably getting ready to come to the attic. Please don't. Please just take this gift and walk out of this house. Don't worry about me. Just focus on being a witch like you've always wanted. Alejandra, I've asked so much of you, but I promise this will be the last thing. Knowing you, you think you're obligated to come rescue me. It's very sweet. But you know you can't save me. Please, Alex, go live your life and forget about me. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna get this ending. It wasn't much. And load, and there we go. Open the book. I flipped the front cover of the book open. See, something small and silver is lying on the front page. 3 out of 3 keys found. I start walking towards the attic. I sprint towards the attic. It takes moments to work the door open. I go up the stairs. She's taking so long, can we really be sure she's okay up there? She'll be fine, trust me. She's the only person in this house who knows what she's doing. But what about Marisol? How can we be sure that thing hasn't hurt her? I can't believe this happens regularly. How should she be able to survive this long with a monster constantly trying to... Betty. What? What? Why are you making that face? You do know there's no monster, right? Huh? The attic, as always, is surprisingly clean. Aside from the massive vines creeping across the walls, it could basically be called spotless. Her bed is by the window, as always. Only her head moves to me. Ooh. Is that what it meant by ocular rosea? Something? Probably. You really suck at following directions, Alex. Haha, good to see you too. I was hoping this time you might not come. I don't really know why I expected today to be any different. Well, you've got ourselves a nice little pattern going on, don't we? More like a rut. The same games, the same goofy lines. Hey, I have been pretty sparse with the goofy lines today. Good for you. Something about saving a princess, something about you being a brave knight, etc. And what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? Nice girl? I don't think I've seen one today. So, how are you? Dying. Huh, right. Let's get to it. So, the bathroom. I thought we were kind of past the fake body in the bathtub thing. Hey, don't ask me. The monster did that. Uh-huh. It seemed nostalgic. Since now you're the real deal and everything. Sort of a haha, remember this thing? Like and share if you're a 90s kid. 15 magic spells only 90s kids appreciate. 25 roses you pruned if you were a 90s kid. Only 90s kids remember the sheer terror of seemingly finding their best friend's corpse. Hey, complain to the monster if you don't like it. Alex. It's a joke, I didn't mean. I think we both know that's bullshit, Mari. All day you've been trying to push me away, and now you're going to act like it was just some big goof. Well, obviously you weren't listening to me. If you were just going to pretend that everything was A-okay. I didn't see the point in trying to. Sorry, you think I'm pretending everything is A-okay? Well, yeah. I don't know if you've noticed, Alex, but that's kind of your thing. Fine, let's talk. Why did you keep telling me to leave? You only ever used to do that while you're doing the whole monster act. You never used your real voice. Why are you suddenly... Marisol, I'm the last person in the world who'd have to explain your own condition to you. If I didn't come up to do this, you would have died. Is that what you wanted? I mean, have you been listening to me the past 6 years? Alex, you've been the closest friend I've ever had. You know basically everything about me. You know I'm not getting any better. But you're not getting any worse. Am I really? Every time I wake up, it feels harder to get out of bed. I feel less and less. I feel like I can't remember what kind of things I used to like. I feel like I can't remember the last time I was happy. Oh. Alejandra, give Marisol a hug, now. But do you know what the worst part is? I don't have a single reason to feel this way. I have a good life and a nice not really. Not really. They're kind of dicks to you, Marisol, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing terrible ever happened to me. But out of nowhere, God, I can't even remember when it started. It just feels like one day my heart stopped beating. One day I woke up and I was a corpse. Alex, I'm so tired. And I don't even know why. And it all just feels so empty. I'm so empty, except for the vines and the rose. You know, at night sometimes when it's really, really quiet, I think I can hear it growing. Sometimes I just hear it making noises, and I'm pretty sure it's laughing. And most of the time I feel like I'm pretending to be a human being. But maybe I really am a monster. A monster, a corpse, and a princess. You're building up quite the resume. Anyways, that takes care of everything. No more vines, no more roses. Are you sure? I think you missed a pretty big one. That joke stopped being funny years ago, you know. Who's joking? I'm not going to kill you, Marisol. Then maybe I'll kill you. Oh? Yeah. Tell you what. If you don't pluck the rose out of my eye, I'll take these vines and crush your throat like a soda can. Come on, don't make it sound so appealing. What? Alex, don't talk like that. What, you were the one talking about strangling me? Yeah, it was a joke. Yeah, obviously. I thought we were doing a bit. No, we're not. I'm not. God. Why do you always just go along with everything? I shouldn't be making jokes like this. You shouldn't just be okay with me making jokes like this. It's terrible. I'm terrible. You're not terrible, Mari. You're having a bad day. I've been there. I know what it's like. You know what it's like. God, Alejandra, what the fuck do you know about having a bad day? You're perfect. Marisol, come on. You're so perfect and beautiful and witty and talented, and you're a witch. You barely just become a witch. You're amazing. You have no idea what it's like being this. Being a burden. Being this ugly, horrible thing. Barely even human. A shitty heap of failures in the shape of a person. It's getting heavy in here. If I'm not feeling utterly miserable or feeling sorry for myself, I'm this horrible, irrational bitch making life a living hell for everyone around me. I know what people say about me. I know what they think when they see me. I know my parents hate having to deal with me, and I don't even blame them. I hate living like this. I hate myself. And you just sit there and you won't let me end this. But you think you know what it's like. what's happening here. Shock? That's your... Oh shit! Plot twist! You know, in retrospect, I always found it kind of funny that you never asked why I always covered my other eye. I thought you were trying to be cool. Ha. It's real. It's real. 100% genuine ocular rosacea. Christ alive. We've known each other for years and I never even... Well, I try to keep it under wraps, but you can't be. You're so normal. Am I? Alright, you were probably too busy ragging on yourself to notice, but I'm not exactly Miss Well-Adjusted myself. But you are, you're normal and happy, you tell jokes. Yeah. As deflection? Ooh, me. Oh, absolutely me. Big mood. You think it's normal to be like, haha, I'm so tired of everything and want to ultra die? Why do you think I always crack jokes when things go south? It's the only way I know how to handle it. I guess when I say it like that, it makes sense that you think I always pretend everything's okay. Especially when I was too much of a coward to show you my rose. Sorry. Marisol, you're right about one thing. I don't know what it's like to be you. You've got a lot going on. I don't have mood swings like you, and my vines aren't nearly as bad as yours. But everything you were saying right now, about feeling like a burden, about feeling like you couldn't remember what it's like to being happy, feeling like you woke up dead one day. It's like you woke into my head and pulled it all out. A girl like you shouldn't want to die, and a girl like you shouldn't feel like you're committing a crime just by existing. But here we are. Here's the thing, Marisol. You can swear up and down that you want to die, and you've been asking for me to kill you ever since the day we met. But that doesn't change the fact that you're always left me a way to find you. Do you ever? Do you ever feel like me? Like there's no hope? Or you have no reason to look forward to waking up? Yeah. Then how do you? I find reasons, no matter how silly or small. It can be looking forward to mastering a new spell, or drinking horchata, or... Marisol, would you ever consider being a witch? What? But I'm not. The only magical thing about me is... What, you don't think that counts? Lots of notable witches have had ocular rosacea. Lila told me about them. I think she probably never brought it up with you because it's tough for someone who's not in a family like us to become official. But I mean, your family isn't anything to sneeze at either. What I'm saying is, you're trying to become a witch isn't exactly a shabby reason to stay alive. In case you haven't noticed, witches are rad. I could do worse things with my time. Especially if it's kept you around this long. You know, the worst I ever was when I was about 13. OR-wise. That's the first time I remember thinking about a shred of doubt. I want to die. You know what helped? My grandmother told me she knew another person with my condition, a pretty girl my age. She offered to introduce her to me. The day I knew that I wasn't the only person in the world with OR. I can't even describe it. To feel you're utterly completely alone, and then find someone like you. To feel like someone like you who's pretty and smart and has this way of talking about things she loves that just makes your blood feel electric. Someone who tells you something she saw and makes you feel like you were there. Someone who makes you look at the world in a new way. Marisol, becoming a certified witch was my long-term goal. But it definitely was not the only thing that kept me around this long. But let's take this one step at a time. I think becoming a witch would be really good for you, and it might even be a good way to direct excess negative energy from your flower. But it wouldn't be an instant solution to everything. I just want you to understand that. You won't be replaced with a perfect magic you. You won't start having bad days. Yeah, I figured. You'll have to fight through them. And of course, I'll be there to help you. So, can I ask you to do the same for me? I mean, you've always been that person for me, but it just, always seemed irresponsible to consider you that way without Alex. Words. I'm just trying to say, can you help me through the bad taste too, if it's not Alex? You honestly thought you'd have to ask? It's the least I can do with all you've done for me. Besides, ooh, forehead kiss. As lovely corpses have to stick together, you know. It's so gay. It's so gay, and I love it. I love it, and I'm here for it, and I'm glad I got to witness it. Thank you, game developer. Thank you. Yeah, I know. So, I really have to be getting rid of these, and I'll tell my grandma about what we talked about. Maybe she'll even agree to be your sponsor. And, call me, you know? If you ever just want to vent or anything. Alejandra. Hmm? You can't save me, you know. Even if I become a witch, even if things get better, I'm always going to have this rose. I'm always going to have days like today. And I'm always going to come on days like today. You're going to get old walking up those stairs, you know. Yeah. I can't wait. Oh, that was so good. What a good pick for a first video too. Well, that's all, folks. I'll leave a link to the game on that you can. Like, the one part that I wrote down, I still can't get right. Links to the game will be in this description. You can buy it on itch.io. And please, for the love of all the deities, subscribe to my channel, ring the gosh darn bell, and thank you very much. See ya, and good night.